All right, here we go. I've got 18 minutes left on the SD card, and I'm going to chew them up. It was a bit of a day, a bit of a bumpy ride, a little bit of helpfulness and a little bit of not so much helpfulness, but either way it goes, I will survive. And that is the key ingredient here, survival. We've got to be able to adapt and overcome, and I feel like we did that today. We did better today than I had initially predicted, but tomorrow is a new day, and the new days just keep on keeping on. But as long as you're moving towards making things better, what really matters, right? I really wanted to cram out some more videos because I need to catch up, and I don't know how many videos I'm at for this week so far. But if I get close to 10, I need at least 7. But if I can get 10, that's even better. But 7 means I need to do doubles on at least 2 days. And I'm not sure how many days I've done double this week. I feel like not very many. I feel like I've just kind of done the one and stayed there for the majority. All right, well, I guess I'll go if no one else is going to go. But at any rate, things are going to be busy this weekend. I have friends of mine coming over to hang out tonight, and then my parents and brother and I are going to come and hang out tomorrow night, and then I have a different friend coming over Saturday night, and this weekend is going to be shot for me in that I am not going to be able to do anything or get anything done. And then I think the following weekend, I'm going to be out of town on Sunday. So that's fun. And then the weekend thereafter, I don't think I have any. Oh, the weekend after I go out of town, I got more people coming over. It's a good problem to have. I shouldn't be like, oh my gosh, I got all these friends who want to hang out with me. But I also need to figure out when I'm going to get my stuff done. Because right now I'm about to fill up the last 18 minutes this camera has. And I probably won't be able to clean it out tonight. And I won't be able to clean it out tomorrow. And I might be able to clean it out Saturday, but Sunday is really the only day that I have a full day to clean it out and upload stuff. And that's not fun because that gives myself only one day to do anything. And one could say I put myself in this situation, and I'm fine with that, but I also would very much so like to not have put myself in that situation, if that makes any sense at all. It's one of those things people always make jokes, and they're like, when your extroverted self makes plans and then your introverted self realizes that they don't want to participate in them. Like I said, again, I'm not complaining at all. I'm very fortunate to have this many friends and people to hang out with. But I keep myself under too tight of a schedule, perhaps. And perhaps that's the lesson to be learned here, is that I am, in fact, too tight on myself and not don't allow myself to get out and have fun as often as I maybe should. I am really hot and uncomfortable right now. My AC is kicking, but I just want to blast it. But every time I blast my AC, that's all you guys hear in the microphone. So I am suffering succotash for you guys right now. But I am hot, H-O-A-T, and it's only like 82 degrees, but I feel like it's humid as all get out. I feel like we've had a lot of rain, and so it is just a wet, disgusting kind of heat. Not at all what I would want. And so hopefully, all I got to say about that, actually. I was just thinking that I have an outdoor concert 2 weekends from now. I was like, well, hopefully the weather clears up for that, because being out there in that hot, sticky ickiness, it's not going to be fun. And, yeah. But, I don't know, sometimes you don't seem to notice the heat when you're at a concert, and sometimes you do. It's all just a matter of what you do and don't feel, and how you do and don't feel. It's very easy for me to sit here and lose track of what I'm saying with you all, because I didn't really have anything. And that's the problem with these coming back from work videos, and I say that every time. It's like my mind is still at work right now, and so to try and disconnect. And that's why it's nice when I have the days where I can go to the gym, because I go to the gym after work but before filming the next video. And so that gives me time to clear my head of all that work junk, work fluff, crappy work stuff that I don't care about, and fill it up with stuff that I do care about. And then I can talk to you guys about that stuff. And this, I am gaining on this person incredibly fast. Drive a little bit faster, buddy. You're holding up traffic. So at any rate, hopefully there is a light at the end of our tunnel, and we can get some of our stuff squared away at work. That was a much needed, we got some news at the end of the day, and that was a much needed piece of news to get. And that felt pretty good to be like, you know what, we can work with this. I was like, I can do that. That is incredibly helpful. And so, yeah, things are coming together. Like I said, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and now we just got to get there. Hopefully things continue to scoot along in the right direction, and we can continue to proceed the way in which we feel we need to. I feel like this particular video is just waning and just not succeeding right now. I need to find something to talk to you all about. And I have something to talk about, but it's not something that I wanted to devote this video to. And it's funny too, because I feel like the journey from my work to the highway is longer than it is when it's from my house to the work. And I should say from my house to highway. From house to highway versus work to highway. Work to highway is significantly longer. I think that's because there's lights and a lot more stops involved. But essentially, I don't like to really dive deep into a concept until I've hit the highway. And by the time on my way back from work, by the time I hit the highway, it's already been like 5 minutes. It's like, if you're not talking about something interesting within 5 minutes, then what the heck are you here for? And so that's what makes these videos a little bit more difficult. It's wild for me because there was a good chunk of time, a good period of time where this was normal for me. I was filming videos coming to and from work every day. And part of that, I wonder if it's not a part of the issues that I'm having at work. Like, I'm spending so much more time at work that when I get home, or when I get off, I don't feel like filming a video. I have all my energy intact in the morning, and then I exhaust it all at work, and then I come home and I'm just like, oh, I don't want to do this. And it really only affects you all. And I say you all as if there's a lot of people watching, but it only affects anyone who might potentially think about watching this video. Because if they do give it a chance, they're going to be like, oh, geez, this is the most dull, boring, unfantastic thing I've ever done. And I'll be like, well, I apologize for it being dull, boring, and unfantastic, but I really want it to not be those three things. So, at any rate, I really, really am hoping that we can get something somewhere situated and figured out and be somewhere better than we have been in the past. And that is the key to my happiness right now. It is the biggest thing on my mind. It is all encompassing, all consuming, and I am more or less just making this video right now to talk to you guys about that, but not so directly that you know what I'm talking about. I don't know how my employer feels about all these things, and so I try not to put too much of their dirty laundry out on there. I don't really try to put too much at all on there, but inevitably it is difficult to ride home from work after having worked 8+ hours and not have that be what's freshest on your mind. We had a meeting today that was about as fruitful as I expected it to be, and I was expecting it to not be very fruitful. And so, with that being said, I was really thinking that we would be able to get somewhere after this conversation that kind of dropped right at the end of the workday. And so hopefully that shakes in a good place, and then we can get something going and start moving in the right direction. I really hope that we can make something work here, make something shake, and that I can then have my energy back to talk to you all and to have conversations and to do things with you all that I want to do, and to not get off work and either not upload or not film anything at all, or to get off work and just film a bunch of garbage because that's all that's on my mind is hot garbage. And that's all I can hope, is that we can reach a point again where we are stable and we are maintaining, and I am able to do what I need to do what I'm supposed to do, and make things better. Those are the goals, that's the hope, that's the driving factor, whatever you want to call it. And hopefully that is what we've got going on. And I just really hope that that all works out. That's all I can say, really. As we near closer and closer to home, but I'm still so far away, all I can think about is wanting food and having food be wanted. We're braking. This is not this guy. Let me over. That was interesting. I guess I was afraid because the person in front of me was braking, and I was braking, and then there was somebody else on the side of me who was trying to get high, and I was trying to let them by so that I could get over. It's amazing how quickly something can become alarming while you're driving. I guess maybe it's not all that amazing. It's probably standard issue driving stuff. But driving down the highway, talking to the people that I talk to. God, this video sucks. It's so bad. It's just like, what am I talking about right now? I would have to be, like I said, I have to be someone famous for anyone to watch this and find it even remotely entertaining. Ugh, there's a whole bunch of cars ahead of me. I just moved over to get out of this person's way, only to learn that there's a whole line of cars. Oh, someone's calling me. I wonder who it is. Oh, that's the one that's in my pocket. Ugh. I don't know who that is. And I'll probably get a copyright strike because my ringtone is a copywritten song. And ain't that the pits? Yeah. Well, I don't know what else I can say about all that. We're almost home, fam. If you've made it this far, stick with me a little bit longer. Actually, I think I need to stop at the ATM on my way home today, so you guys get to see one extra stop. And then you'll be like, oh, now I know his banking account number, and I can do stuff with it. And I'll be like, do whatever you want. There ain't nothing in there for you. And yeah, I try and stabilize this tripod by holding it. And because I watched a video one time that I thought was very shaky. And I was like, whoo, that shaky cam was bad. And then, so I've been holding it ever since. I feel like it's been a minute since I've watched the video and noticed really bad shaky cam. But I also don't feel like the camera is all that shaky when I am driving normally. So then I'm like, okay, well, what's going on here? And that is what I am continuing to trying to understand. Pathfinder. Pathfinder. Ugh. I feel like my parents drove a Pathfinder for a period of time. I was trying to remember. I was like, why does this vehicle seem familiar to me? I think that's why. Man, I am tired, guys. I am yawning. I'm going to fall asleep tonight. Trying to hang out with people and be young or something and just pass out. Be like, what happened there? And I am exhausted. That's what happened. You guys, if you are still watching this video and are this far along, I beg you to please find something else to do. I know I am just babbling on and being a big babbling buffoon. So please, do yourself a favor. Log off. I won't be offended. I made it to the ATM. So I guess if you want to know what my account information is, now's the time to try and decipher it. Ugh. Blah, blah.